Hey, you folks out there in internet land, this is our Georgia Suburban Homestead. We're on the last day of September 2023, and we're getting the garden ready for the fall-winter garden. Already in fall a little bit. It's already starting to cool off, and the bees are headed back and not much blooming, but it's getting time to plant the winter stuff and maybe pull up some stuff that's been in there a little long and grown long of tooth. So, enjoy us. And
what are we going to do? We're going to do a quick tour?
yeah, we'll do a quick tour of what's been left over. I noticed the garlic's coming back up, but
The garlic we missed?
yeah, we missed a couple of cloves evidently. So, obviously, it's getting time to plant the garlic, too. We'll probably go by the farmer's market today and buy some garlic, put some in.
Because we found out spending money on seed garlic is a waste of money, right?
Yeah, we haven't done real great with the garlic cloves we bought. The ones that have done best are the commercial ones, probably doesn't have the variety of flavor, but we still get a lot of garlic from it. And, better have garlic than a little bit with flavor, I guess, because we go through a lot of garlic.
All right, let's walk through the garden. Okay, so what do we have down here, Daddy?
Well, we planted a variety of brassicas. We've got kale, cabbage.
And this is volunteer over here, right?
Yeah, that's from reseeding itself. The bok choy reseeded itself. Bunch of it coming up right in this corner.
So that's home reseeded bok choy.
Yeah, we let it go the flower. It was in this corner, and there's probably going to be some coming up out here too. But hey, free plants, right? I always like free plants.
And so we have things that we've planted along the wall here. Can you tell us about that?
Let's say these are cabbages, cauliflower, parsley. If you look closely, you can
That
see.
parsley is celery.
Oh, that was celery.
Yeah, that's celery.
Sorry.
Year-old kale.
Yeah, kale's coming back. The
Year-old chard.
Swiss chard is coming back. Look at that bottom.
Just to give everybody an idea how big the stem on this is. Look how it is.
Yeah, we accidentally pulled that up when we were weeding and just stuck it back into the ground, and
it's still going.
It's coming back up.
So what do we have going up here?
This is our year or two old kale. If you look closely, there's a garlic coming up. And there's one right there.
Garlic, broccoli, pepper plant that's just now deciding it wants to bloom.
You can see how long that kale's gotten.
Look at the stem on this piece of kale.
Yeah, here. If they formed a little head, we'd have Brussels sprouts, but
is that a Brussels sprout?
no, this is a kale.
That's a kale. Do you want to yank that out, or you just want to take the dead leaves off?
Dead leaves will fall off eventually. I need to spray, evidently, to just get everything.
What kind of pests are you seeing?
I don't see the pest right now. Obviously had some.
Probably caterpillars.
Yep.
Cabbage loopers, probably.
Yeah, we do allow some of the pests to survive.
It feeds the birds and the predator bugs and keeps them around.
We do a little bit of integrated pest management. In integrated pest management, you're not trying to keep your garden totally sterile. You allow some of the predator, or what you would consider pests, to grow and then your predators can feed off of them. So you also keep a
Cycle of life going.
yeah, you keep the cycle of life, but you keep predators in your neighborhood fed. You don't kill them off by starving them to death, and they will actually keep the pest species numbers down.
So you get a crop. It's
Yeah.
in control.
Yeah,
So
without poisoning everything.
So there's a nice collard green. It's a
Yeah.
year old. And a Scotch bonnet that is just full of blooms.
Yeah. And a few peppers here and there.
But it hasn't really produced yet for us.
Let's see. Look at there.
Got a calendula that's a year old, or maybe it
Right
reseeded.
there. It's just not red yet. Orange. Right here.
Yeah, that looks good.
There's one over here. They're all in there. They're just small right now. Got some nice
Jalapenos. I'm going to pick all but one or two and let it mature so we have seed for next year. That's a good variety. Mammoth jalapeno. Another Scotch bonnet plant. Something that, okay, that's a weed. It's a 4 o'clock. They're toxic. It needs to come out.
Well, they're also a trap plant.
Is it a trap plant?
Yeah.
What is it trap?
There's some type of beetle. I forget the beetle. You'd have to look it up on the internet. Love the internet. If you got a question, just ask the internet.
All right, so we've got a huge patch here of something that we're going to talk about in just a minute.
Okay, so what you're seeing here is the unfortunate effect of planting one horseradish plant. And I'm going to walk away from this and turn around, and you can see just kind of the expanse that it has made. From one side out the other side, to this side, out this side, and up the row. And the problem with it is we got to leave it until frost. You can't harvest it before frost because the roots are going to be real thin. It doesn't actually shove its energy down into the roots, and still it starts getting cold and it says, oh, I better get ready for winter. Right in the smack dab in the middle of this, we've got some okra. We planted okra late. There's an okra plant over here. Coming up through there, maybe we'll get some okra before winter sets in. We got a cucumber that volunteered. You always got to have a cucumber or two. But yeah, that my patch of horseradish kind of took over. Now I can probably just yank everything out so that next year I won't have this problem of everything having to fight with the horseradish. But hey, you can eat horseradish leaves. Doesn't have quite the flavor of a horseradish, so don't have to worry about that. I don't know how nutritious it is as a green. Here's some more of our okra that we planted. We've got a couple of more mumps. Hopefully we'll get something out of that. The turmeric is doing nicely. So turmeric. Lisa and I are going to try fermenting some turmeric and ginger. Here's the ginger. This was in the ground. We covered it with hay over the winter, and even though we had 7 below, it overwintered out here and came back. Now, you might worry about your turmeric. Is it ever going to come back up? The reality is turmeric will not emerge until the soil gets above 70, and it may take a little while longer even then. So don't worry about your turmeric taking forever to show up. Till your soil gets above 70, it's going to just sit there in the ground waiting. Some more okra. So I'm thinking we might actually get some okra before. Yep, I see flowers coming in. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the flowers, but flower buds are forming in the okra. And there's
What
a
kind
nice.
of fruit is this?
Oh, that's a pear fruit.
A pear fruit.
Yep.
Would you like down in the garden, Mr. Pear Fruit?
And you better be careful, he'll run off.
You shouldn't.
That's Maurice.
Maurice!
We found Maurice in a
parking lot.
So we brought him home and we've been giving him some loving and food
Everyone
and
needs
warming.
a little bit of sunshine. Kiki, Kiki.
Come here, Maurice. Come here, Maurice. Yeah. Yeah. Oop.
So we're going to go over here and look at these pots. That was a major serendipity moment. It's on our hill. There's a sedum when it goes from pink to this color. But these pots at Home Depot, you see how big they are.
Normally $35.
Only $35, $40. They're ceramic. They had them on clearance for $7, and I bought them all. So we're going to try growing kale and carrots and radishes in these, and maybe one or two in fava beans, because we do have to clean these out. And you see down the hill, got some old carrot that evidently got past us. Those are carrot blooms. And this is black sage, and look how the pollinators really enjoy it. You always want to have something in your garden that brings in your pollinating friends. Oh, we've got a dahlia.
Strange here.
Got a dahlia. We had dahlias all through here, but it looks like the sage has taken over. It started out with one plant up in that corner, and it's gone all the way across this hill. We're going to come cut that out in some places like here, because that's a blueberry, and we've got like 3 blueberry bushes. Birchfoot violet. So we've got more pots to dig out. I planted some brassica already in this one. I did 1, and then this one I did 3. So we're going to plant all this out and then come up here and work on what I call, oh look, that's Brucey the garden cat. Is that your new spot, Brucey? It's a nice sunshine spot. Got parsley and turmeric growing together in this bed. Turmeric will die down, the parsley hopefully will spread. And we've got French sorrel that has struggled through the summer. And more turmeric to plant. We're going to plant all these areas today.